college early and start a company?
I don't know about leaving college early, but, I said, I don't know about leaving college early, but,
What's the plan B? What's the plan C? Is there only a plan A? Yes, you're about real estate.
Real estate?
Okay, sounds like a good plan. What do you wanna do with real estate? Just flip houses and all?
I was watching a video on YouTube, and these people trying to hold factories or apartments, and don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, so conversions, right? Industrial sort of building, converting into loft style apartments, right? Rental, things like that. There are different ways to do things, right? You say, hey, I wanna rent apartments. I don't wanna rent apartments, I just wanna buy a building, convert them into condominiums and sell them and be done, right? Close out. Develop a strategy, buy and hold, right? I wanna hold because the value will increase over time. But the income's not that good, right? Everybody, hey, makes great income because it's in a bad neighborhood. You get a lot of income because there's a lot of units, but like, not the value of the property never increases, but who cares, right? As with anything in life, we need a plan and a strategy, right? Everything needs to be categorized into different classes. Even when we think of real estate, there's class systems. Class A building means modern, right? Central air, wired for Ethernet and Wi-Fi, right? A Class C would be an old vintage building or sometimes dilapidated. Class B might be sweet spot, kind of old with the unique characteristics of vintage, but a little bit of modern. So, yeah. All right, so we say, hey, make sure we have a good plan, a good strategy. Plan A, plan B, plan C. Can't just have a plan A. I don't think that's the best approach to anything like redundancies. Airplanes don't have just a plan. They have B, C, D, E, all sorts of redundancies. Okay, so we got presentations today. Group 1 went. So let's kind of go in order here. Good to go? Good to go?
I mean, I can
Somebody
go.
went to the restroom?
Nah.
You just here by
I'm
yourself?
just here. I mean, I can go if you want.
What did your group mates, did you communicate with them?
Yeah, I texted it.
What they say?
They have it.
We'll leave you for last just in case one person extra shows up, right? No, we get everybody doesn't like to talk in front of people, they skip out on class because got that social anxiety. How about over here? How about over here? Yeah, okay. We go 1, 2, 3, leave the last group, the last. Okay, last class we were talking about digital, right? Digital marketing. We're moving to the digital age and the digital consumer. Right? A lot of retail places are closing down. They gotta close the stores. Too many stores. Nobody goes to the physical locations as much anymore. People want convenience, right? We're on our phones and our laptops and our tablets all day. Right? So we live in this cyberspace. The cyberspace to us is kind of a quasi-reality because it takes up so much of our time that we really want to have the same emotions about shopping online as we would shopping in person. Right? That's why we talked about user experience. How does it feel to go from the beginning stage of seeking out which website to visit, which product to buy, whether it's TikTok shop, something on Instagram, Facebook, or we did a Google search and it was the first sort of rankings, right, the paid search advertisements, or something even more clever, right? Something maybe you use, say, I don't use this stuff, and maybe use Yelp, right, to find a restaurant to go to, a hotel, to stay at of some sort. You want to get reviews, right? You want to get feedback from people before you make a decision. Right? Companies have to consider that as part of their marketing. We convey the experiences of others so that new people can trust us. Right? Quick way to kind of build trust. You build trust through the public forum. A lot of people say, hey, you know, a good restaurant to go to, you probably would agree too, especially if you see the photos of the food, you see the interior, you see the exterior of the restaurant. You may have little videos and reviews up there as well too, that's trustworthy, right? Not that it's risky, it's a gamble, right? So whoever has that component might kind of win out in terms of restaurants or hotels or something of that sort, right? Because that's, a good experience for us to get feedback from the public. We trust the public more than we trust the organization itself, right? So we want to think about, hey, how do we navigate? Is it too many clicks? Is it interactive? It's good to have interactive. It's good to make people fill out a survey, right? You feel, whatever you give it energy or work to, you feel that you contribute, that you're involved in something. You say, hey, some websites need to create characters, right? Like Geico has the gecko. And maybe on the website, the gecko's everything. So the gecko kind of maybe helps you navigate through your experience of searching for insurance, right? Something of interest to people. Hey, how do we check out? Is it simple? Is there an Apple Pay, Google Pay, Android Pay version? So I put my information is protected. Maybe I don't want to type in my name, credit card information. I just want to do it in a more safer way. Is it SSL protected, right? Like, hey, this is a protected website. My data's not going to get leaked, right? You feel trustworthy. If you don't see that sort of lock icon when you go on the website, you're like, I won't put my information in there about you, right? Doesn't seem like a trustworthy URL. All sorts of things that need to be considered in order to make us feel like a satisfied customer, right? To feel satisfied to a degree. Is there a space for a promo code, right? We search for a promo code. Use a platform, but it's retail not for promo code, right? Is there something you sign up to get 10% off, 20% off? Did you market me via email because I signed up and visited the website? That's whole chain of them. Will we send you something in the mail because you visited the website? Right? Will you start to get pop-ups based on algorithms of the visiting stuff? A lot of things to consider, right? So it's about this user experience and the customer mapping journey that we talked about, right? So as marketers, we have to immerse ourselves to become the customer and say, hey, is it a good experience for us? If we maybe be a secret shopper, right? Maybe we can hire people to come in and pretend like they're normal people, come in and shop and give us feedback as marketers. Like, hey, you know what? Really probably need to put some more money towards this and that, right? Many different ways. So we're in the digital sort of space, right? We talked about word of mouth. The best marketing is word of mouth because it usually comes from a trusted source. Family, friends, an acquaintance, someone, right? So we say the strongest marketing is word of mouth marketing, right? Companies are trying to influence you. They're trying to persuade, right? They may not be as effective. They got to put a lot more money into it. Word of mouth is typically free, right? And then we talked about our customer map journey. You even talked about your companies, what's that like from beginning to end, and even post-purchase, right? So there's space for people to leave comments, reviews, feedbacks, thumbs up, X amount of stars you can give for that experience. Can you return it very quickly? Is there a customer service? Is there a customer service piece to this website? If so, is it AI driven to kind of save you some time? Right? Would that be administrative value to the customer? Like, hey, it really solved it really quickly. That pinpoint exactly what I was trying to fix. Or do you get a call? You gotta wait on the phone for 10 minutes and call you back. All of that can change the experience of the customer, that which may not give positive feedback. Right? And then we say, hey, creating personas, right? So even as you talk about moving towards your profiles for your company, like, hey, who's the customer? Who's the customers? it could be broken up into multiple groups. Remember, think of the 80-20 rule. There's 20% basic customers that give you 80% of your revenues. They're loyal, they come back frequently, they're repeat buyers, right? If it's a grocery store, like, hey, this is the one they come go to, it's in the neighborhood, it's affordable, they will be here 100-something days out of the year, right? We wanna focus on keeping those people, you know, not so much as people who just kind of come and go, experience it one time and move along. You wanna put some dollars there too, but figure out what their needs are, but at the same time, focus on your major persona. Therefore, we develop a persona, right? Bill, Bob, Jill, Ann, right? Who likes to buy such and such, their white collar, blue collar, 40, 50, 20 years old, right? What are they into? What is their personality like? What is their behavior like? Their purchasing behavior. So you want to create a persona for your company that you're working on too. And then we say we want to connect personas to the customer journey, right? So if you can understand the type of customer that you have on the website in some sort of cyberspace, right? You understand, hey, what do they appreciate, right? If it's an older sort of aging customer, they may like things not to be too complicated to figure out technological. Younger, you may like the vibrancy, right? And this and that. And you like to figure out and solve the problems of the website, navigate it. Older people not too much. Very simple, pretty simple colors. The font, maybe they have bad vision. Is it black lettering on a white contrast? Is it not too dim? Right? That all going to impact customer experience, right? So something to consider. And then we recognize the touch points throughout the journey. And we say the touch points is awareness, right? So a focus on awareness. How do people know that we exist? You could pay Google, you could pay Yahoo, you could pay Bing. And you would pay to say with these particular search words, my company, my sponsor will show up at the top. Right? It takes a lot of money if it's a generic product, because you already got beat out by Procter and Gamble, Hershey's, you know, any big company, Coca-Cola, your soda, Pepsi, they already took up the space. Right? So like, well, how do we go from that? Because the average person, raise your hand that if you ever did a Google search, you actually went to the second page of the results. Right? Just won't happen. Right? So if you don't get the attention, I wouldn't say most of us probably wouldn't even go to the bottom of the page. Right? It shows human behavior that we have a preference for immediacy, right? Whatever shows up highest in the ranking, our heuristic mind, our shortcut mind, which we have a preference for. Right? We love shortcuts. It's an indicator that, hey, these are the best results. The top 5, I don't care about the 6 through 10. Right? So like, how do you do that? Okay, you put particular keywords that you could put in search engine optimization, right? Or search engine marketing, SEO, SEM. As a keyword, it's peanut butter, or the organic peanut butter, right? It's an almond butter instead of peanut butter, something, right? You kind of filter out the unique identifiers for that to create awareness, right? Create awareness. Consideration. You know, why would someone consider it, you know, versus alternatives, right? Taglines, cheap, words affordable. It's not affordable, luxury. People love to be unique. Hey, look what I bought, look what I'm wearing. That you couldn't afford it, it's expensive. It costs this, it's from this brand, right? People love that type of stuff. So maybe if it is luxury, it's about being unique, right? Creating uniqueness in that consideration. Standing out. And then we say the purchase itself. Hey, how do you make the purchase? You go to Walmart, Target, you go to Mariano's, you gotta scan the stuff out yourself, right? And then they still have checkout centers. Like, what's the point? Like, what's going on here? Like, want to check it out, why do you even have cashiers? If not, get rid of the machines and just keep all cashiers, right? Like the purchase, I gotta bring my own bag now? Right? That affects me. Right? That has an effect on someone. You gotta make 7 cents per plastic bag because the city says so. Anything. Hey, where's the hot sauce located? I gotta figure it out. Is it in the ethnic aisle? Is it the condiments aisle? Is it some other anything? Right? All of this impacts how I want to shop. Go to Whole Foods. You want to shop at Whole Foods? Trader Joe's. I think Trader Joe's is kind of the sweet stuff. Amazon Fresh. Has anyone shopped at Amazon Fresh? Right, so Amazon Fresh, there's nobody there. It's like one person, right? You don't need to check out. It's all hooked up to your Amazon account. Where you got the cameras observing your shopping behavior. You just walk out with the stuff. Right? Kind of, you feel weird the first time going, you're like, man, what if I stole something? Right? But they know, they have mechanisms in place. So try Amazon Fresh if you have it. It's a great example of this digital sort of user experience when it comes to something simple like grocery shopping, where there's no checkout fee. You just walk out with the stuff. It's all connected to Amazon. You walk in, your Amazon account is connected. The different things. Hey, we think of Whole Foods, we think organic, but we also think expensive. Organic costs money, right? You may think of some grocery stores as having better meats than others, better produce than others. You could think of things like Pete's Fresh Market, Tony's, right? Tony's may have really good produce as well too. And retention. How do we get you to come back? Incentivize. Incentivize, right? A reward system. How do we get you to come back? Hey, McDonald's has an app, right? You go and buy something, you scan in your code, and it gives you points. McDonald's has it, Starbucks has it, all these places have it. You're like, oh wow, I get a free coffee. Ooh, I get a free coffee in my rewards area, right? I got a free cheeseburger, free fries. Oh, we use the app, Free Friday Fridays with free fries, right? It means we want you to use the app. This is our incentive for you to use it, and we want you to feel like we care. We're giving you something back. Right? Therefore, that's an impetus for us to show up and retain and keep it going. It works. Right? We use these apps to get our rewards because we expect to get something free at the end. So we keep showing up. Right? And then we said advocacy, right? We want to make people cheerleaders of the companies. Right? We want to make people cheerleaders of the company. Hey, what do you think is a company out there that's pretty popular that gets a lot of word of mouth? And I mean word of mouth, I mean could be social media or even online. People are always talking about it online. Anything you can think of? It has a strong word of mouth.
I think I would say Netflix. Usually when every system you mess up anything, I don't think we should post it on social media.
Oh, okay, so people are posting about this, Starbucks is a good one, right? Yeah, right, and you say, and people, interesting, when's the last time you seen somebody post about their Dunkin' Donuts cup, right? Don't have your name on it, who cares, it's a generic old cup. Right, so we think differently about Starbucks. You get your little frou-frou fancy drink, right, 3 shots of almond milk and oat milk and, right, with yada, yada, yada. You post it, right? You post it and get your name on it, time stamp, all of that. And then you may say, hey, they messed it up. Don't go to this one, this drive-through sucks, go to the one on such and such road. Right? This one's garbage. Right? This one doesn't have seating that mess up my drink every time. So, you know, you either make people cheerleaders of that particular, say, Starbucks, or you make people haters, right? And we don't like the haters, do we? Okay, and then some content creation. Hey, any future influencers, content creators in the class? Or anybody who wants to aspire to be an influencer or a content creator? Anyone? And if so, even for the ones you see out there who are successful, what do you think are some of the things that stick out? So think of your favorite content creators or influencers. Like, what do you think is their formula that makes them so successful? What's the formula? Yes. We say, hey, you know what, as a content creator, here's the thing, you consistently post. Right, so even if we see the people who do pranks, go digger prank, right? The such and such prank, the humorous prank where you're messing with people out in public, right? We don't know if half of that's probably fake, phony, whatever it is. Especially the go digger ones, those are like brand cars and people, right? With skits and wannabe actors and actresses. But we see those people have to constantly come out with new content. Even to the point where like, all right, so if you have to constantly keep coming up with pranks, eventually it kind of gets old, right? So imagine how hard it is to survive in that space to have longevity. Right? You can go viral, you can keep your followers, you know, your goal is to get millions of followers more or plus. And even if you got them and you stop posting, you probably won't lose that many, right? But if you really for a long time stop coming up with great content, now you know, they're gone. So the challenge would be, hey, coming up with new content and as an influencer, right? That is the thing. What else? Anyone else? Think your favorite influencers, your favorite content creators. Yes.
Oh, they bring out like different content than anybody else.
Unique.
Yeah,
Right? We say, well, they're creative, right? Think of anybody who follow, like, use Twitch or watch these gamers, right? You gotta add something interesting. The uniqueness may be the personality. Like, you can't just play the game. You gotta talk trash. You gotta be funny, right? You also gotta introduce the cool stuff. Maybe you got a background while you're playing, or maybe like gaming room. You might sponsor some promotional things that have to deal with gaming for people who love that sorts of thing, right? You may have a unique look, right? People kind of getting all sort of interesting looks about themselves. So we say, hey, even for content creation strategies, align content with consumer journey stages, right? Going back to those stages that we talked about. They have an example, Home Depot's tutorial approach, right? Basically, go on the website of Home Depot, everything kind of shows you how to use particular tools, right? They have little videos to show you how to build things, build a little farmhouse, build a shed, right? Cutting angles, circular saws, little divots, things like that. And then creating content for awareness, evaluation, and purchasing stages. And then social media marketing. Think about this. A lot of the companies that you all are doing may lack a really good social media presence. And they may have a Facebook page, they may have an Instagram. They don't really post, and they don't post good content. And they don't really engage with the people who visit their websites and things of that nature. Right, so they may be lacking leveraging social media. Well, social media is huge, right? You think of the amount of people on the platforms, right? And you kind of easily go viral if you have the right ingredients at the right time, right? You easily go viral with something that's currently happening. Easily go viral if you put something attributed to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, right? You can integrate that into a marketing sort of ad and make it funny, humorous or some sort. So you can kind of build your brand very, very quickly if you hit the right market at the right time. A lot of companies don't really engage. You just kind of let it be. They're still trying to do the old traditional marketing, right? put up a billboard here, right, sign there. And they may be lacking to their competitors. All right, so it allows brands to connect with consumers like Facebook, IG, Twitter. Engaging content and targeted advertising can significantly boost brands' awareness and customers' journey in the digital age. Right, so we say, hey, we need to analyze the behavior at each sort of stage in the process. Right, so we can see clicks, we can see how long. There's all these analytics you can get from the tools on the website, or even social media platforms. You see how many people view the content, what's the duration of time the average person viewed it, like people get for 3 seconds and they click off, right? Or, oh wow, they stayed on and actually watched the whole video. Right? They stayed for 3 minutes and watched the whole video. That's a good sign, right? We can see that people make a purchase, how many purchases that we have, how many people may have used a particular feature in the website, right? So that way we can recognize some opportunities and create some brand connections. Right? We can use those metrics to see what we need to improve. Some future trends, right? We're all using AI to a degree now, at least with Google, right? Google has this AI, we say, hey, Elon Musk and Twitter, kind of have their own AI, all this sort of deep search stuff. China has probably the most advanced AI system out there. One of the companies who sort of who really good work with artificial intelligence. You get things like voice search optimization, recognizing your voice. Maybe you can order just by telling Alexa, telling Hey Google, telling your Apple Home, right? Making it simple for you. And personalization, right? If we kind of say we know what you like, we personalize it, then we can make recommendations that we already know that you like. Right? We're eliminating the heavy duty work for you, recommending things that based on past behavior. So we personalize things to you as we get to know you better. All right, so in conclusion, navigating the digital landscape requires a deep understanding of digital marketing and digital consumer by leveraging various strategies and staying informed about the trends, right? This stuff changes all the time, right? There's always sort of a new feature that you kind of have to figure out. And competitors have to stay up to date with these things, right? But that businesses can effectively engage their target audiences and drive success in the digital space. All right, so that's it for that chapter. We'll start off our presentations with group 2 right here. So whenever you are ready, you can bring your laptop. I think I passed this place. Where is it again?
Summary standards.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah, they're really good subs. Really, really good. So I think what I got there, I got the salami sub, which is really good, and their turkey and like provolone is really good too. All right, yeah, no, that's excellent. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
We have submarine tender, for Logan Family Spot.
So summary tender is a Marie Tender is a nonprofit family-owned restaurant. It serves great food for cheap prices. It's a clean, safe, or a clean space to eat at, and it has friendly and quick service.
Not for profit? Really? That's
Oh.
interesting.
It's like less than 10 minutes to get your food, so they're pretty good.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Hey, come on, I pay good money for this.
Some of the things on the menu are summary tender, ham and turkey, roast beef and, pastrami combo, bacon double cheeseburger, double hamburger, hot dog and fries, large french fry, Greek salad, gyro, and milkshake.
And then some of the history, it was opened back in 1985, and throughout these 40 years, it stayed in one family the whole time. There's really only one location, and that's in Forest Park, right down the road. And then throughout these 40 years, they've had one mission, and that is to offer flavorful food at favorable prices to Forest Park and surrounding areas.
Hey, any of you talked to the owner, manager, anyone yet?
Yeah, we trying to get a hold of it.
Any response yet? No?
It's really busy. And every time we would go,
It was always off and on, we were there, they weren't.
Yeah, no, I know they're busy spots, they're like, oh, we don't have time, and I'm like.
And the owner's never in there, no way to contact.
But I would say eventually try to find out, like, hey, how come it's just one location? 1985, we're talking 40 years.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's the point? Okay.
So, about us again, opened 1985, family owned and in Forest Park. Their vision is to offer flavored food at favorable prices to Forest Park surrounding areas, menu, same thing. Just going over what we said, just their little profile, and the way to contact them is their phone number, address, and their website. And the owner is Brett.
All right. Have you been able to get, not yet, you haven't been able to get any financial information? Right, how much income? Okay. So I said maybe work on, hey, you know, don't have to get exact numbers, right? Because, you know, the owner may want to be a little private or secret or something. Like, hey, you just throw out an estimate or something and then know how many employees they have, and how many gonna be full-time, how many part-time. And then two, try next time, maybe mention our, the classification code, right? Food industry, restaurant, retail, restaurant, burger. Excellent, thank you very much. Any questions? That's a good question. So, you know, maybe you don't have the answer to that now, but how are they able to operate as a not-for-profit, as a restaurant? Like, how is that set up work? You know, and being that it is, I think that it could be one of the reasons why it's only one store. I don't know, right? But maybe my assumption would be like, okay, maybe there's something there. They're saving the taxes, right? They're saving on the taxes, but maybe that doesn't allow them to expand or something because of not-for-profit. But you kind of have some restrictions for the not-for-profit. Okay, our next group.
Alright, good afternoon, everyone. Our location that we had chose was Sushi House in Oak Park.
So a little bit about Sushi House, they're located in Oak Park, so it's right around here. They were founded
just type it in.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So they have like all their dishes and everything. Labeled out all the sushi, and then they have their store here. They have the 4 locations. The menus differ based off where they're at, and then kind of the guides of what you want, and then where you can like take out and order from.
Oh, I get, look how simple it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just 5 tabs, and their main thing is just, showing the visuals of the food
Yeah.
in the space.
Yeah, and they have all like different labels and everything, and sometimes they have prices, sometimes they don't, depending on.
Excellent. You know, I would, this is my recommendation, I would tell them, like, for the menu to have like a little link to the names, and that'll pop up the image of the food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for an American consumer, I'm like, hey, what's yakitori chicken? I see what it is, but it'd be nice to, you know,
Yeah.
to see a picture of it too. That would be very cool. All right, excellent, thank you. Any one of you ever been there to the sushi house? All right. Hey, remember what I told you, you can, go approach these businesses and say, hey, you know, I'm doing a marketing, plan for a marketing class at Concordia, and, you know, we just wanna have some time, if you could set aside some time, maybe we can make an appointment or something, so we can just ask you some questions about, like, observations from your customers, feedback. You can pull up the feedback. So for the sushi house, I would be going on the Yelp and Google reviews and like, hey, let's look to see what the customers say. Here's some pros, here's the cons. Here's the 2 stars and the 1 stars and the 0 stars. What about it? Is there a theme there? Is there something, a pattern about what people don't like about this place? Or is there a pattern of what people do like about it? And add this part of your plan, right? To see sort of improvements, as well as go and talk to maybe just the staff. You don't have to even talk to them. I would maybe just talk to some people that work there, probably that who will talk to you a lot, right? But yeah, consider it, right? Because this would be nice if you could go and like, hey, it's a free marketing plan, right? They might accept that to see like, hey, it might bring some value. Okay, excellent. Our next group. Matt. This, if you have an HDMI port on your laptop, sometimes it will take that one easy. Sometimes it's just
services, so the YC offers program services. Like listed here are youth services, adult engagement program, parent mentoring program, and community garden. The youth services are after school summer programs, sponsor emotional, social, and academic development for youth. These programs will offer a place for children to participate in activities that are fun, promote learning, and personal development. The adult engagement program is geared toward engaging adults in the community by equipping them with the resources support necessary to enhance their engagement and contribute to family and community life. Parent mentor program empowers parents to be best for the children, providing them with tools and skills necessary for effective support of children's education and well-being. And then community garden brings the community together to work together for one shared garden space for sustainability and increase access to fresh fruits and vegetables.
Trauma-informed approach. YC uses a trauma-informed approach to help treat, prevent cases, or traumatic events during childhood. Programs such as the Peace Project or the therapy groups have helped develop a sense of resilience in the youth as well as support those who have suffered from trauma.
YFCs actively partners with local schools, organizations, and community members to establish a supportive network for families. It is a partner in such engagement as working with students from Henry West High School, affording them an opportunity to leave a positive family.
And then this is their finance. Couldn't find this for 2024, but let's find one in 2023. The revenue was $4,781,161. Expenses were $4,690,779. Net income $8,382. Their net assets was $1,636. Like you can see below as well how it connects to their net assets. So total assets $1,780,000. Total liabilities $22,000. Again, the net assets $1,256,000. It's like a little more video, it's a little more depth of the nonprofit.
The challenges were very real. A lot of the kids, didn't grow up with a lot of opportunities that a lot of other kids in the community would have taken for granted. They had a lot of love and they had people who cared, but just a lot of limited resources. But there was so much hope. When the center first started, the focus was on teenage youth. We did have elementary school age youth as well, but our focus was on those teenagers. We wanted to bring them in, we wanted them to want to be there and to have fun and find that they could be in a safe place and have fun, and also work on homework. And so we were just very responsive, and then we grew throughout the years through partnership, and we've had this mission shift that we've experienced where now we're really looking at engaging, empowering, and encouraging all of our youth and our adult clients. So I would say that probably is the most powerful thing about the center is we understood from the get-go, and we continued that kids want to be, yes, they want to be in a safe place, they want to be in a place where people like them. They want to be in a place where they can feel that they fit in and that they can try new things and that they can just have fun and be themselves. That's what all kids want. We try to provide the space for our current youth to express themselves and explore learning about themselves and about others in a safe place that gives them the resources that everyone else has.
Social-emotional support is good, and that's where we've added our Peace Project, and we're able to have a therapy room at our site. We see, unfortunately,
That was just a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. get this.
Yes.
Hey, go back quickly to the financials, I wanna see something. Okay, so hey, they get a lot of expenses, right? The revenue is good. Net income, only 8,000 less, left over, right? So they probably really don't have that much money to possibly develop, new programs or maybe start a
It's like,
subsidiary.
when I went to it, like the
Yeah.
office was kind of small.
Okay. So yeah, that's your challenge, because remember, all nonprofits usually struggle to just really get money to expand,
Yeah.
right? So it kind of like, it hits like a wall, where they're like just kind of doing the same thing repeatedly, as opposed to like innovating and moving out. So maybe you could think of something, I wish you learn more about it. All right, excellent, great presentation. All right, and we have our last group over here.
Alright, so I'm Michael. I'm Alex. Our presentation is on Lights Out Volleyball. It's a nonprofit organization that is dedicated towards creating equal access opportunities to the sport of volleyball. Based around Chicago, we do a lot of work throughout, not only in Chicago, but different impact zones. So one of the places we've done is Navajo Nation, also in Puerto Rico, other places. So it's not just bringing equal opportunity to the Chicagoland area, but all over the world. So, yeah.
The industry code is recreation services. It's basically just the businesses that are in sports and stuff like that don't have a specific industry code. But the private chain that does beaches, pools, stuff like that.
Their headquarters is in Chicago. They were founded in 2020 by Marshall Packard. There's 5 employees, and their annual revenue is about $28,000.
Yeah, to add on to that, there is only 5 employees, but there is a good amount of interns that work there, and the way they operate is, I would argue, not really much of like a business, and not even like most nonprofits, just because it's we're able to scrap together some people to do some work and file some stuff. We only have 5 legit employees, but we're still able to operate because we are able to get some support from other volleyball organizations that are willing to fund us. It's just whenever you operate like that, you don't get much government aid. It's you don't look like a legit nonprofit.
Alright, good. So 128K in 2024, 97,000 expenses, 45K in assets, and 0 liabilities.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that Love has done is that we have a brand where there's a lot of grass volleyball tournaments that go on, and we'll have sponsored pro athletes. So people who played overseas or people who play professionally at the beach will go into these tournaments, wear our merch, and then in turn we'll sell our merch over at in a tent. And there's this event called Oaxaca, where it's the biggest grass volleyball tournament in the nation, or not the nation, in the world. And a lot of people come in, and then we're able to make a lot of money through that. And all of the proceeds go to supporting scholarships for athletes to play the sport. Mainly scholarships for athletes.
Have tried to reach out and co-sponsor things with other organizations say, because the headquarters in Wrigleyville, right?
Well,
And so maybe like some of those organizations there, Chicago Cubs, or anything where, you know, like, hey, we can get some funding, some money from them, you know, if we can sponsor it.
not necessarily. It's the headquarters is just where the owner lives.
Have
It's
the
not, we don't really have
yeah.
like a location.
Yeah.
If anything, we do most of our work out in Glenview, just because there's like a lot of open gyms where we can organize and have private sessions.
Yeah, I was thinking of something, just something creative, like, you know, being that it's cold in Chicago, and I'm just focusing on Chicago. I know there's other places. But I do know there used to be some bars and some restaurants at one point in time, like in early like 2000, that they would have indoor like sand volleyball.
Yeah.
They would have a space and like, so say like you would come and supply the sand to like a space, and kind of host this big indoor beach volleyball sort of thing. And the bars would profit off of it, and they get a ton of new people in there and all sorts of things like that. So I don't know, I was thinking of like ideas that maybe we could support that in the winter time here in Chicago.
The owner definitely like decided to like operate it strictly as a nonprofit. So like there's a reason why they operate as they do right now, just because he wants it strictly like this is for the kids. So it's like that's what his mission. One of the things that they did do last year was like a grass volleyball tournament, not necessarily a tournament like an open gym, more like we set up like 5 nets on Montrose Beach, and then a bunch of Chicago kids would come over and play.
Yeah, I maybe even reach out to some of the universities too, you know, see if they, since they already have the space, right? They have the space that nobody's using half of the time, like be a good opportunity to kind of set up shop, have little events like that. And, you know, don't forget, most universities are not for profit, so it kind of works both ways. Excellent, great presentation. Any questions? Good work, everyone. Good work. Hey, a couple of things I would maybe just say. You know, being that this is marketing, right? We want to be as creative. We're all on TikTok. We all see the creative people. So implement that creativity that you see on social media to maybe even plan. You can make a little fake commercial standing from the restaurants, right? And talk about your experience and going in, a little review of some sort, right? So that adds value to the plan and also the presentations as well too, right? So I would say maybe try to immerse yourself a little bit more into spaces by like, I don't know, like doing a commercial or review of some sort from your own experiences. Yeah, and if I think of anything else, I'll let you know. All right, that is pretty much it. Great job, everyone. I'll see you on Tuesday. Anything that needed to be graded has been graded for the course. If you have not submitted some of the things you're missing, try to get